Happy Sita Navami to all of you. So we'll do Kirtan for a few minutes. Then we will start our discussion. We have
Happy
our
Sita.
chief guest today. Hare Krishna, Karthik, happy Sita Navami. Please devotees, mute yourself. Hear the Kirtan carefully. Pavan, Governor, have you reached your house? Hyderabad?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You have some musical instruments?
Yes, Prabhuji, we have Kartal. We have Kartal.
Okay. Can both of you do Kirtan today?
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah, together. Yes, go ahead. Hare Krishna. Over to you. Go ahead. Karthik is liking your Kirtans. Yes, Karthik? Yes, Governor, fast. I have a different instrument today.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Start. Thank you very much. Thank you, Governor and Pavan Sai. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So, next 3 minutes, I will sing carefully. Here, devotees. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Am I right? Am I going the same tune? Pawan sir.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Nitai Gaura Hari Bo. Every one of you, say Hari Bol, Hari Hari. Say Hari Hari.
Hari Hari.
Hari Hari.
Loudly, Hari Hari.
Hari
Hari.
Very good. Hare Krishna. Munna Charan, you're from Guntur, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Oh, so tomorrow both of you can do Kirtan. Tomorrow, okay?
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay, Prabhuji. Two brothers. Their brother and sister, here two brothers. Thank you very much. Thank you all very much for joining with us. So today is a special day, special occasion of the appearance day of Mother Sita Mata, Sita Navami. We have completed celebrating Rama Navami 15 days back. Now today is a Sita Navami. We have our special guest, Her Grace Radha Aarchana Mataji with us. So without making it late, so I request Mataji to take over. Devotees, I request give all your attendance in the chat box. Give your attendance. As soon as Mataji comes, you can all unmute yourself and say Hare Krishna to Mataji. And you can also wish her Happy Sita Navami. She is a very senior devotee in iskcon Juhu Mumbai temple. From last 30-40 years, she is making a garlands to the Lord. She's making a garland, special garlands every day to the Shri Radha Rasbihari. Very, very senior devotee. And try to catch up with her English. I requested her to slow down her English. She's very, very excellent in English language. I requested her to slow down her a little bit for all of your benefit. Try to be actively here. If possible, make a note, but hear carefully. So I request once again, please give your attendance in the chat box. I will share the screen. We have some slides made. So let us. Lakshmi Priyanka, have you completed the attendance, taking attendance? Should we wait for some more time? We have 3 more minutes.
Hare Krishna
Give your
Prabhuji.
attendance,
So I
devotees.
have taken few of the people. So those who haven't given the attendance, please post your attendance in the chat box.
Yes. Hare Krishna, devotees, give your attendance. All of you. So it's a etiquette. It's a sadachar, devotees. All of you, as soon as Mataji comes, you can all say Hare Krishna to her. You can wish her. I'm sharing the screen. Are you able to see the screen?
No,
No, Prabhuji.
No. Wait.
No, Prabhuji.
No, Prabhuji.
Now.
No, Prabhuji.
No, Prabhuji. No, Prabhuji. No, Prabhuji.
Okay.
No, Prabhuji.
Okay. Cool.
No, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay. I will rejoin again and do it.
ఇవాళ మాతాజీ
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Good. So here is the screen. Now I request upon Her Grace Radha Aarchana Mataji. Please show yourself. Can you please on your video? And Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, my children.
Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, my
Hare
dear
Krishna
people.
Mataji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
I'm so happy to be here this morning. Are you all happy?
Happy Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Are you all happy?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Do you know what Ramji told everybody, people in general? Ramji said, anybody who comes in front of me and even by mistake, without meaning, he says that, you know, Ram, from today I am yours, then I take care of that person, even if he's telling lies, even if he doesn't mean it. So even if you are not happy, you don't mean it, but if you've said yes, Mataji is very, very happy because Srila Prabhupada said, when children are listening to katha or pastimes on a big day, one child is equal to 100 people. Janutri Prabhu, how many kids do we have today online? There are 3,100 people. Yay, Haribol. All right. So can we start? There's no Radha Madhav, no? No Radha Madhav. Om Agyanat Mirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya. Oh, okay. Om Agyanat Mirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya. Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guru Namah. What else do you? Jai Shri Krishna. What else do you say? Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Do you know why we put our hands up and say the Maha Mantra? Because when we put our hands up, we are trying to tell God, look, I am here. Please look at me and shower mercy on me. And we are also thanking God that thank God you gave me 2 hands and 2 legs. If I had 4 legs, I would have been an animal and I would have to wait outside the temple. Nobody would let me come in. So whenever you can, no children, and then you say the Maha Mantra, try to put your hand up. It's like attendance, like Janadvi Prabhu took your attendance now. So you come to the temple, put your hand up, jump high when the kirtan is going on, tell God, I am here, look at me also, please look at me also. So when you put your hand up, you are thanking God for giving you this human birth. So today is a special day. What is it today? Today is Sita Navami. Whose appearance day, whose birthday is it today?
Sita.
Right, Mother
Sita Devi.
Sita's. So what we are going to do is we are going to hear some pastimes about Sita Maya. Are you all looking forward to it?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
Mataji.
All right. So what we've done is I have made a 10-line small poem for you all. And you know what acronyms are? Like first alphabet SITANAVAMI. So one little leela with each of these alphabets so that you will always remember. Because this is the only thing tagline that Srila Prabhupada gave us. Two things. Chant and be happy and always remember Krishna. Never forget Krishna. So how can we always remember? Roop, form, Leela. So if you know these pastimes, even one, and if you can reflect on it, your life will be a success. So we are going to start small pastimes which happened with Sita Maya. But you must, if you have, like he said, if you have a pen and a notebook, jot them down. Because Kali Yuga, no, our buddhi is not so good. We forget very easily. So if I have a pen and a paper, and if I write down some points, then after some time, I can think about it. And Srila Prabhupada, our founder Acharya, said, best way to remember, the moment you hear a story, go tell somebody else. You have become a preacher for iskcon. All right? So 10, 15, 20 years down the line, you guys are going to sit here. And I will sit and listen to you because by then I would be old, I would have gone. All right? So let's start. It goes like this. Splitting the earth, Mother Sita appeared. So all of us know now how she came. Where did Sita come from? From Bhumi Devi. Even Krishna had a mother, Devaki, who gave birth to her. Ramji had a Maya, Kaushalya, who gave him birth. But Sita Maya, she doesn't have a mother whose womb that she came from. So what happened? One time in Mithila, there was famine, there was no water. And the priests there, the sadhus and the munis said, Janak, you will have to do a yagya. And if you do yagya, we'll get water, all of us can survive. But the condition was the plow. You know, when you start doing yagya, you have to plow the land and offer that land. So that plow will not be on a bull. It has to be on Mother Sunaina, Janak's wife. So she was going to carry the weight and she was going to help Janak plow the land. And when that furrow touched the ground, one crack noise came. And somewhere it's written there was a casket, golden casket. Somewhere it says there was a golden pot. And when it hit that, and Janak took it out, there was a beautiful girl in that. And because that furrow in Hindi is called Seet, which touches the ground and makes a hole, they called her Sita because she came from Bhumi. She was also called Bhumija. She was Janak's putri, so she's called Janaki. Because she's from Mithila, she was called Maithili. So she had very many names. But the fact of the matter is, I'm sure all of you know how Ramji was also born. Kaushalya and Dashrath had no children. So they also did a Putra Kameshti Yagya to get Ramji. So both of them have actually come from the Yagya. So they are such a divine couple. And so much for us to learn and take their shelter, especially on special days when it's their appearance day. We must beg for mercy. So this is how when the earth split, Sita Maya was born. And the next is inside Lakshman Rekha, Sita revered. So all of us know that she was kidnapped, and when she saw the deer, she did not want to go. But what happened is Lakshman drew a Rekha because she insisted, and she insulted Lakshman. Do you know how she insulted him? Because that Maricha, the deer, he was screaming, hey Lakshman, save me in Ram's voice. But Lakshman knew they are just trying to cheat us. This is all fake, it's false. Sita Maya, don't fall for it. But Sita said, She told Lakshman, you go. And when Lakshman said no, Sita said, I know why you are not going, because you have bad eyes for me. You want to be with me, so you are not going. And Lakshman was so hurt because Lakshman had never even seen Sita's face. All that he saw was Sita's charan. So because it pained him so much, and because his bhabhi wanted him to go, she accused him like that. Lakshman leaves and he goes. But you must remember one thing, that this Lakshman Rekha, how do we know that Sita really, really repented? Because when she was at Ashok Vatika, and remember, she's in shock, she's in so much dukh, sadness, but the place that she was sitting was called Ashok Vatika. No need to have any problem, no need to have any ashok or dukh. Why? Because all the time she was thinking of Lord Ramchandra. She had two flowers with her, one green and one white. When she would take the green flower, smell it, she would cry and say, Ram, I'm feeling so bad that I'm separated from you. And the white flower was Lakshman. All the time she said, Lakshman, I am so sorry. I should not have offended you. I should not have said those words to you. Look, I am being punished because I was so rude and so bad to you. So even when the Lakshman Rekha was drawn and she was inside and she did send Lakshman out, she was respecting Lakshman. She had no ill feelings for Lakshman. Then what? Tremor. What kind of a tremor was it? Tremor in the earth, and Ram married Sita. So all of us know about that story, about that bow which needed a truck with 8 wheels to just place it on that. And it needed 500 people to carry that bow. It was a bow that was given by Shivji. Why? Because when the demons and the devtas were fighting, he had given that bow. And one time, Parshuram came to meet Janak. When he came to meet Janak, he just left the bow outside the door. And when he went inside and he was talking to Janak, Sita Maya, she was all of 5 years old. She was playing with her friends and they had a flower ball, and that ball just went somewhere below the tree. They couldn't find it. It was somewhere below the cart. So the cart which had this bow, Shiv Dhanush, Sita comes to just pick up that flower ball. She lifts the bow, which is so heavy, which cannot be carried by 500 people. She just lifts it, gets the ball, and she places it back. And Janak and Parshuram see this, and Parshuram is astonished that this little 5-year-old child has picked up this bow. And that's the time Parshuram tells Janak, your daughter is divine. She has some powers. Do not get her married to anybody ordinary. Only marry her to the person who can string this bow with an arrow and break it. And so Janak puts up an ad, whoever can conquer the Shiv bow can wed Sita. And that's how, see, the interesting thing here you must know, children, is that Vishwamitra went to Ramji's house, Dashrath's house, and he asked Dashrath for Ramji. But Ramji walked to Janak's house. And on his own, Janak did not say, please come and break the bow or marry my daughter. But he went. Why? Because in that house resided Sita Maya, Bhakti Devi. If there is bhakti, Lord will himself come to you. So I'm earnestly praying, you guys are so fortunate, you're so small. If you grow in bhakti like this, Lord will come and see you one day in your house. You don't even have to come to him. He's going to be so merciful. So we know that Ramji picked up the bow, and then that day when he broke the bow, when Sita saw Ram, she was sure she only wanted to marry him. Ram was also sure he only wanted to marry Sita. He strings the bow, he breaks it, and now Sita Maya comes with the Varmala. But Ramji is so tall, she cannot put the Varmala. And unless they do not put the Varmala, she is not married. So what do we do? And Sita is so worried. I do not want to marry anybody else. And now Lakshman is trying to help. Lakshman comes near Ramji. Lakshman is Ramji's younger brother. Younger brothers always touch the feet of the elder brother. So Lakshman comes, he touches Ramji's feet. And the moment he touches, Ramji bends down to bless Lakshman. And the moment Ramji bends, what does Sita do? quickly does Swayamvar and puts the Varmala and they get married. Okay, then what happens? Agni, in fire god, she took shelter. So we all know that when Hanumanji comes to Lanka, he actually burnt the whole of Lanka. See, for the Lord, whatever we do is seva. But if supposing you and me decide to go and burn the city or burn your house, will your name come in Ramayana? No, because you're doing it for your own reasons. Hanumanji did this to save Sita, to serve Ram, to unite Ram and Sita. So he burned. But when he came to Lanka, and he tells Sita Maya that, look, I am Hanuman and I am a das of Ramji. Sita does not believe. So how to convince Sita? So Hanumanji tells her about one pastime. Sita says, I don't think you're a servant of Ram. So Hanuman says, no, I am. Okay, I will tell you what happened between you and Ram. So Sita says, tell me. So Hanuman actually discloses a very, very intimate pastime. One time when Ram and Sita were alone and they were together, Indra sends his son Jayanti as a crow. And this crow comes near Sita Maya, and Ramji is lying on Sita's lap. And this crow wants to test if Ramji is really God. Will he come to the forest? Will he be resting on Sita's lap like this? This crow gets very close to Sita Maya, almost gets close to her bosom and tries to peck her with a beak. And that time, Ramji gets very angry. So there's a little straw that he takes and he invokes prayers in that, makes it a Brahmastra and throws it at that crow. Now this crow is running, goes to Indra and says, save me, Papa, please save me. Indra said, what did you do now? So he said, please save me. I went to Ram, Sita, and I just wanted to test them. Indra says, Baap re baap, this Brahmastra is Ramji's. I cannot help you. So then this giant goes to Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, and Shankar, everybody. But they say, look, we can't help you. If you want forgiveness, you have to go to Ram. So he goes back to Ramji and he says, look, I am really sorry. Ramji says, this is not done. How can you touch Sita? Do you know who goddess Sita is? And you have the guts to touch. He says, I'm really, really sorry. Please forgive me. Ramji does not want to forgive the crow, but Sita Maya is so merciful. She tells Ram, please forgive. It's okay. All of us make mistakes. Bird, animal, children, grown-ups, old people. Please forgive. So on Sita saying, Ramji forgives. But he says, I have to teach you a lesson. So with that straw, he pokes one eye of that crow. And that is why till today, the crows are blind in one eye. So we also, if we try to take Lord's property, Lord will make us blind. But if we can use the same stuff in the service of the Lord will be very, very happy. So this Hanuman comes to Sita. Now Sita is convinced that he must be a servant. So he goes burning Lanka. He is very angry. But when he is burning Lanka, Sita prays to Agni. Tells Agni Dev that, look, Agni Dev, you have to protect him. Wherever Hanuman's tail touches, let that part blow in fire. Because metal, it's a golden palace. Remember, Lanka is a golden Lanka. And gold and all will not burn easily. Metal doesn't burn easily with fire. But because Sita Maya prayed to Agni Dev, so that is why wherever Hanuman's tail touched, that place burnt. But Sita Maya also prayed, do not burn Hanuman's tail. He's a das of Ram. And then when he was doing this, burning the whole of Lanka, suddenly he sees there's barish, there is rain. And then Hanuman is looking up and telling Indra, is this the time for you to shower water? So Indra says, can you just look up and see what's happening? Is the fire increasing or is it becoming less? And then Hanuman says, yeah, it's increasing. So Indra says, this is not pani ka barish, this is petrol. I am putting petrol ka barish so that the Lanka can burn fully. And then Hanuman is so happy. So actually Sita Maya prayed to Agni Dev, and that's how Hanumanji had this power to burn the whole of Lanka. Yes, the next one. Never take the Lord's property. Never separate the Lord from, never take Sita away. She is the Lord's property. We are not supposed to ever separate the Shakti and the Shaktiman, the energy and the energetic. We have to only serve them and bring them together, closer to them. While Sita was in Ashokvatika, Ravan used to come and see her every day. The moment Ravan would come, Sita would put a straw in front of her between Ravan and Sita. And Ravan would always ask, "What is this straw for? What is it?" But Sita never answered. But the reason, why she put that straw? Because when Sita got married and she came to Ayodhya, it is customary, the new bride has come, so she must serve the in-laws. So she had to make special kheer for Dashrath. She made nice kheer. You all like kheer, Mahaprasad? If you come to Juhu temple, no, Janadvi Prabhu will give you lots of it. So she made some kheer for Dashrath and she gave it to him, but it was so windy that day that once in that wind, one little straw came and fell on Dashrath's kheer. Now Sita was wondering, what do I do? This is my father-in-law. I have served him. I cannot touch it and take the straw out. So Sita prays. She only looks, just the look into that straw, and that straw it gets burnt into ashes. And Dashrath is watching all this. And Dashrath is so surprised. So after honoring the prasad, Dashrath calls Sita to his chamber. And Dashrath tells Sita, "You know what, Sita Maya? I saw what happened with that straw in my kheer today. I want to tell you that today it was the kheer. But if ever you have a problem and if you think there is an enemy, and if you just look at that straw, the enemy will burn into ashes." So Sita was always secured. She knew Ravan would never be able to even touch her. Though he was lusty, he wanted her to marry him, but he never ever touched Sita Maya. And then Agni Pariksha for Lord Ramchandra, she proves her purity. She is goddess. She's the divine Antarangi Shakti of Ramji. She doesn't have to prove her purity. But this Agni Pariksha, after, she's freed from Ravan, Ravan is killed, and Ramji asks her to do the Agni Pariksha because, he only says this, that you've lived with another man. I cannot take you home like this. But Ramji very well knew what the whole scenario was, but he is the king of a particular kingdom. But so that the people in the kingdom don't ever doubt, Ramji had to do it. But the Agni Pariksha was only an exchange process, nothing else. Because when Ravan actually took Sita, he did not take the real Sita. He took the Chaya Sita. This Agni Pariksha was only an exchange wherein the Chaya Sita walks in and the real Sita walks out, so that now Ramji can take the real Sita and return to Ayodhya. So Agni Pariksha was not to test her chastity or her purity. He knew she was a chaste woman. He knew how pure and how loving she is. But so that a common man doesn't ever feel offended, hurt, or deprived of proving that Sita was pure, she had to go through the Agni Pariksha. But Ramji in his heart knew very well that Sita, if she ever worshipped or thought of any man, it was only and only Lord Ramchandra. And then Valmiki Ashram raised twins. So wonderful. Why Valmiki for writing Ramayana? Why not Vedvyas? Why not anybody else? What was so special about Valmiki? Valmiki gave shelter to goddess Sita because she wanted to have her twins in a sadhu's ashram. So he gave her shelter. And who is Valmiki? We all know who was he. He was a hunter. That Ratnakar who would only know how to say Mara, Mara, Mara. And when Narad told him, "Why don't you chant Ram, Ram, Ram?" he said, "I can't do it." And then Narad said, "Okay, fine, you just chant Mara, 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 Mara." So when he kept doing that, it became Ram. So because he sheltered goddess and he gave, he kept chanting the Lord's name. So if you are chanting the Lord's name, And if you've taken shelter of the deities, of Lord and his consort, remember, you will always be protected. So it's very important. And why those twins? You know those twins, Love and Kush? They knew 24,000 verses by heart. This is the kind of training Valmiki gave them. One day, Janudvip Nitai Prabhu is also going to train you. Each of you will know 700 shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, and I'm going to sit here and clap for you. All right? Try and learn Bhagavad Gita shlokas. It will really help you in your life. So this Ramayana has two meanings. Ram's Ayan, journey or story of Ram. It's also Ramayan. Ramayan. Rama is Sita Devi's name. It's also the story of Ramayan, Rama's story. So when Love Kush had learned all these verses and they did the whole of Ramayan, everybody would call them and say, come and tell us, come and tell us. So one day Ramji decided, I will also call them. Ramji called these twins to Ayodhya and they recited the whole of Ramayana. They were saying it. So midway, Ramji is watching. He's sitting on the throne where the king is supposed to sit. And he's watching how beautifully Love and Kush are describing. And he saw all his palace people, how beautifully the mantris and all are listening. And they were so happy. They were patting each other. They were enjoying what Love and Kush were saying. So Ramji did not want to sit on his throne and listen. So he decides, I will also come down and sit with them. Satsang, sitting together, like how 30 of you are sitting together, maybe in different homes, different places. But for the moment, you're on the same screen together. So Ramji also wanted to be together with them. But he was wearing so much jewelry, crown, earrings. So slowly he holds on to his mala, his crown. Slowly he comes down. He sits amongst his people of the kingdom and he hears Rama, and he wants to hear about Sita. And he's so happy that towards the end, the people, his ministers come to know, oh my God, Ram, you are sitting. So Ramji said, yeah, I didn't want to sit on the throne. I wanted to sit amongst you and enjoy the Katha. So these twins were born in Valmiki's ashram. Valmiki's ashram was very, very special. And then animal impact on her too was so very powerful. So, when she lived in Panchavati, she had a beautiful house and she loved animals. She used to have them behind her house, little area, and there were so many animals. So when this deer came, it was not that she fell in love with the golden deer. No, my dear children, the gold didn't affect her at all. You and me might get carried off. We see something shiny and beautiful gold. Oh, wow. But not Sita Maya. She just wanted that deer so that I can keep the deer. She loved animals, birds. She was very fond of them. So she wanted deer not because of the golden complexion, but she wanted to caress the deer, keep the deer in the backyard of her house and protect, because she loved mercy for anything that's living, anything that has a conscience, anything in which Paramatma is there. She was so merciful. That is why she wanted the deer. There is something very special about the deer, which all of you today must remember forever. Shall I tell you that? So this deer, all its life, if you've seen the deer, it runs very, very, very fast. Do you know why? There is a beautiful aroma, musk smell. Like these garlands have such nice jasmine, mogra flower smells. So there's a musk smell that comes. And the deer is so happy with the smell. He runs from every corner of the jungle, pillar to post, one branch to another. He wants to know, where is this smell coming from? And finally, when the hunter gets this deer killed, and this hunter rips off the skin, realizes that musk was inside the deer. He looked everywhere for this beautiful fragrance, but he forgot to look within. You and me do this all the time. Our lives, we are so busy trying to please this one, that one, everybody who mean nothing to us, who will not stand by us, come what may. But there is this Paramatma within all our hearts. All that we have to do is turn inside. And then you will know you are the happiest person if you can connect with the Paramatma inside. So animal impact, and then what? Sincere it. I have written it, but I don't remember because I just wrote it. Mahaprabhu showered mercy on Ramdas Vipra, the devoted Brahmana. Are these Bombay children, Janadi Prabhu? Okay. So if you've come to our Bombay temple, we have 3 altars. Okay. There's Sita Ram Lakshman, there's Radha Rasbihari, there is Gaunitai. Do you know in which yuga Ramji came? Treta. Do you know which yuga Krishna came? Dwapar. And in which yuga has Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu come? Kali Yuga. So we have Treta, Dwapar, Kali Yuga, all 3 yugas in front of us. Come to our temple and do darshan. Your spiritual journey is started and you're going back to Godhead is confirmed. So this Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was traveling down south, he met this Brahmana, Ramdas Vipra, who told Mahaprabhu, please come and honor Prasadam in my house. So Mahaprabhu said, yeah, sure. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes, there is nothing cooked. So Mahaprabhu says, you've called me for Prasad, where is the food? So Ramdas Vipra says, oh, Lakshman has gone to get the food. And when the food comes, when the sabji and the dal and all come, then Sita is going to cook. And then we are going to honor. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, what is he talking? And then after some time, 12, 1, 2, 3, at 3 o'clock, he finally feeds Mahaprabhu Prasadam. And then Mahaprabhu says, now you eat, Ramdas. Ramdas says, no, I am not going to eat. He says, why? He says, I am feeling so bad. I can never get over it. I am crying all day long because how did Ravan touch my Sita? Why did he have the guts and the audacity to touch her? Then Mahaprabhu explains to Ramdas Vipra, look, that was just a Maya. It was a Chaya Sita. It was not the real Sita. Please have Prasadam. But he is not believing. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has to tell him that when I went to Rameshwar, I saw this. If anybody ever asks you that, how do you know it's not the real Sita? Where does it say? So remember, Kurma Puran is the book where it says that actually Ravana never touched the actual Sita. Who he kidnapped was Maya Sita. It was the Chaya Sita, reflection of Sita Maya. It was not the real Sita. And then Ramdas Vipra got to know, and actually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually carried those manuscripts with him to prove and show to the world that it's mentioned in the Kurma Puran. It was not the original Sita. It was the Chaya Sita, which Ravana kidnapped. And then, actually I've got it written here. Ideal, what is it? Sorry, Jandu beta. Ideal, chaste, okay, whatever.
Me, Mataji.
Ideal, chaste Sita. The silent pillar of strength of Ramayana, Brahmana and the Ramayana. So, do we have to prove that she was chaste and she was pure? But you know what happened when Hanuman went to Ashok and he has seen Sita and he's shown the ring that Ramji is given. And Hanumanji says, you know something, Sita Maya, I can become smaller than the smallest and I can become bigger than the biggest. Jump on my back and I'll take you back to Ramji. I'll take you to Ayodhya. Sita says, no, Hanuman, I can't do that. I was taken away from my husband's home. And I have never ever touched another man. Sitting on your back would mean touching you. I cannot do that. But you do one thing, you take this Churamani and you show it to Ramji. He'll believe that you did come and meet me. But I will not come with you. You can go and tell him that you met me and I will wait for him because I am sure, I'm quite certain that Ramji will surely come to take me. So that is the reason that Hanuman really, really wanted her to come. He thought it's a job that I will be, she'll be done with and my master will be so happy. But Sita Maya wanted to give the credits to Lord Ramchandra. So what is the lesson for you and me here? That whenever you do something, take off this I bit. I did it. It is mine. This me, myself, I, me, myself. No, it's not good. So you do anything, you say it's Lord's mercy. For anybody, it's for the Lord. How did this happen? It's Krishna's mercy. It's Ramji's mercy. Because remember, on your own, you can do nothing. You may be having eyes, ears, nose, everything. With eyes, can you see? If it's dark, can you see anybody? No. After having eyes, you need his mercy. That vision comes from him. You may have a mouth, Do all of us talk? No, there are so many people who are dumb. Why? Because if He has not empowered us, we cannot do it on our own. You and me can do nothing. He empowers us. It's His special mercy that today, wherever you are, however you are, one thing you must never forget is gratitude. I don't want to become like anybody else, God. I just want to remain the way I am. Sita Maya, when she would press Ramji's feet, there was a thorn that had pricked Ramji. But how can she press his feet with the thorn? She goes to take out the thorn, and Ramji says, "Don't do that." But Sita Maya says, "Your feet are bleeding, it will hurt you." Ramji says, "Sita, that thorn has taken the shelter of my feet. I can never let that thorn go." This is how merciful Ramji is. This is how merciful this divine couple, Sita and Ram, are. If Sita tells Ramji, this person is good, this person, so much so that when Ramji used to, kill or anything with the bow and arrow, Sita never liked it. She says, please don't use these weapons. So Ramji says, look, this time we are in the jungle. I have to use it, but I promise you in Dwapar, when I come, no, as Krishna, I will not use any weapon. So as Krishna, did he use any weapon? What did Krishna have? He only had the flute. And do you know why he played the flute and not the harmonium, mridanga, dholak, piano? Why did he not play anything but the flute? Because Krishna said, if I play the flute, and if these little children come to do my darshan, they can see me completely, fully. Because flute is the only instrument that doesn't cover any part of your body. And then he killed with his hands and his legs, and one part, so many demons Krishna killed. Then Radharani says, this also I don't like. I told you not to use weapons, now you're using the parts of your body. Only if I get inside you, only then you're going to learn. And that's why, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came as Krishna with Radharani's golden form, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, did he use any weapon? Did he kill anybody? No. Only merciful, only giving. Even if you didn't have a patra, he was giving you. My dear children, today is a very, very special day. I'm only hoping and praying that I was not going very fast. I swear on God, I tried my best to go really slow. But sometimes if you think I was fast, you must forgive me. As a mother, I'm just learning. I'm also a small soul like you. But I'm so happy, and I want to tell you, this is a very special day. Wherever your Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman altar is, wherever that picture is, go soon after this class. Pay your obeisances and tell Sita Maya the selfless love that you had in serving Ramji. Please, Sita Maya, with folded hands, I am begging you, on this Sita Navami, on your special day, please bestow some mercy on me so that I can also become dear to Lord Ramchandra. On behalf of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, iskcon Juhu, I'm thanking Janadvip Nitai Prabhu also for inviting me. And remember, if I was not here, somebody else would have been there. But if you 30 children were not there, this class would not have happened. I am so, so indebted to you. Thank you so much for sparing this valuable, precious time on this big day. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So let us thank Her Grace Radha Aarchana Mataji. Thank you very much, Mataji, for your precious time with us, spending and sharing. Yes, I, T, A, N, A, V, A, M, I, Sita, Navami, the full form, and not so nice stories and lessons. Thank you very much. So let us all devotees thank Mataji by chanting one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. All of you can unmute yourself and say this. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna.
Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Jai.
Anybody has any questions?
Jai.
If anybody has any questions, comments, they can ask Mataji now. can ask Mataji has any questions, comment. Anybody has
Jay.
any questions, comment?
It's muted, I
Jay.
think.
Mataji.
Yeah, he's asking some questions. Yes, devotees. Some questions you can ask Mataji. Yes.
Mataji, whoever was kidnapped from Ravana, like from the house, that was also fake Sita only from the house.
I can't hear. How do I? Okay. Okay, got it. I know, but I can't unmute. I don't know how I can hear it. Hare Krishna. Adya, I can't hear you, my baby.
Okay, Mataji.
Can you repeat your question, doll?
Yes, Prabhuji.
It's
Yes,
full.
Mataji. Mataji, like the one who was kidnapped, it was Sita. So Sita was in the house, right? So the Sita in the house, was she also fake Sita?
Was she also?
Fake.
Okay. So I will. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So I'll tell you how the acharyas put it. There was one time that, see, Ramji is Supreme Personality of God and he knows everything, right? So he also knew that he would, one time will come and Ravana is going to kidnap Sita. So he really wanted to hide her and keep her somewhere. So he says, okay, I'll keep her in Agni. Then he realized, no, Agni also has so many impurities. Agni is also dangerous, can burn her. He says, I'll put her in water. He realizes water has poisonous creatures. Water can also spoil her and eat her up and ruin her. So he goes to all this, earth, water, air, space, everywhere he tries to protect Sita. And he knows that he doesn't find a place befitting to keep her safer. You know what I mean? So why I'm telling you this now is finally, where Ramji kept Sita, he couldn't find any place where she would be protected. So Ramji said, I have a place for you, Sita. I'm going to put you on the tongue of devotees, pure devotee. So that when they speak about God, like how you say when you speak, it's Saraswati who's speaking. Actually, it is Sita Maiya's mercy that one talks. So as you say, that was she the original one? She lived with Lakshman, yes. But that Lakshman Rekha, if you know, even when he was begging for alms, he knew Ravan could have also gone in and taken. But what did he tell her? You come across and come this side. So because he knew if he touches that, Ravan would have perished right there and then. But when she was going there, he couldn't. She's already become the Chaya Sita. Ramji is already protected and saved her. He wanted to keep her in different places. Like I told you, Agni was the first choice. But Agni Pariksha, she's safe in Agni when she walks. And the Agni Pariksha, the reason was because there was an exchange of Sitas. So what Ravan kidnapped was not the original Sita. God can do anything. So the original Sita, before she could cross that Rekha, has become Chaya Sita. What Ravan took was Chaya Sita. When she was with Lakshman, she was the original Sita. Does that help you, baby?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, doll.
Mataji.
Someone else has.
Can I ask you one question?
Yes, my baby. The only thing is I have done something to my phone by which I don't know how to hear you guys here.
Mataji?
Yes, 1 second, Tanushi. I don't know what I did.
Mataji, I want to ask you, who kidnapped Sita?
We like this.
Yeah.
Yes, beta.
I want to ask you, who kidnapped
one?
Sita? Mataji, can you hear me?
Yeah, ask.
Okay, ask doll.
Who kidnapped Sita?
Who kidnapped Sita? You tell me. You tell me. Ravan kidnapped, no? But not the original one. Chaya Sita. Yeah,
Okay,
and you
Mataji.
won't believe Ravan, he's a good man, right? His wife Mandodari, how much she told him, don't do this return. No, this is Lord's property, we should not use, but Ravan did not listen. So Ravan,
Mataji.
yeah, Sita.
Thank you, Mataji.
All right. And what else? Who else? What is the average age of this baby group, this children's group, Janadvi Prabhu?
5 to 16.
Awesome. 5. Who's the 5-year-old baby here? You? Malraj, you are 5 years old?
Mataji?
Yes, you are 5 years old. Who's the 5-year-old?
No, Mataji, I am 9 years old.
Very good. Chamat. Who's the 5? I want to just see the 5-year-old. I want to see what 5-year-old babies are so small hearing this. Who's the 5-year-old? Is there?
Mataji, my brother, 5 years old.
Oh, very nice. Look after your brother, okay?
Yes.
You are Ramji and he's Chotu Lakshman. But do you know something? What Lakshman told Ramji when Lakshman had to leave leave Sita with Valmiki ashram, go to the forest. But see, it was not banishment. Do we have time? No. So even for banishment, she was not really banished because Valmiki's ashram is in Ayodhya. And Sita Maya, it was her desire. I want my children to be born in a Muni's ashram. I don't want them to be born in a mall and a hospital and all that stuff. I want them to be born in an ashram because Sita desired that. So Ramji is not really banishing her and saying, leave and go away. Her desire he is fulfilling as also in the same place like Ayodhya. It's the same place, not very far away. But Lakshman was broken-hearted. Killing Ravan, getting Bhabi back, he's saying, do Agni Pariksha. After all this now coming home, he's saying, go leave her back. Because why? A washerman, a dhobi. You think a washerman's words mean so much? No. This washerman, in his previous birth, was a Rakshas. And he went to Brahma and he said, Brahma, I want to be immortal. I don't want to die at all. Brahma said, Arey, I don't have this power. I make you immortal. You ask for something else. So this Rakshas says, I just want to live and create havoc in society. Brahma says, no, I can't give you, but do something else. So this Rakshas says, okay, supposing I separate God from his energy, Shakti and the Shaktiman, then can I live forever? So Brahma said, who can ever separate Shakti and Shaktiman? He said, yeah, then you can live. That Rakshas who got this boon from Brahma became this dhobi. Otherwise, you really would listen to what dhobi is saying. Arey, she went to somebody's house. How can you keep her in your house? So send her to the forest. But Ramji wanted to teach this Rakshas dhobi, teach him a lesson. For that sake, because then separated, no, Ram and Sita are separated, energy and energetic are separated, so he would be killed. That is the reason he did this Leela. So everything has a story. Why I'm telling you, I didn't want to tell you so much in detail, but what I'm saying is, if today's class, one word, one story, one pastime, one little thing that you like. Srila Prabhupada said, Prabhupada was one day giving a class and he told his disciple, evening Bhagavad Gita, you're going to give the class. He said, Prabhupada, no, I'm not prepared. I don't know anything. Srila Prabhupada said, in the morning you were sitting in my class, right? He said, yeah. Prabhupada said, whatever you heard, you go and speak. That's it. So each of you is a potential speaker for this movement. Whatever you heard, one thing, I am sure in 45, 50 minutes, one thing you must have liked, no? Even if you didn't like, now you go tell everybody what this Mataji spoke. No, I didn't like. Even then you're beda par. You'll be going through. Yeah? So think about the deities, think about God, and always stay blessed. And you're the best children. And I love you so much. And I look forward to seeing you again. Hare Krishna, babies. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Mataji.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna devotees. Let us thank Her Grace Radha Aarchana Mataji. All of you unmute yourself. Say once. We will chant all of us together Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay? Ready?
Hare Krishna,
1,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
2,
Hare Rama, Hare
3.
Rama, Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
I wish you
Hare
all
Krishna,
once
Hare
again happy
Hare Hare,
Sita Navami.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Happy
Yes,
Sita Navami.
happy Sita Navami to all of you. So
Happy Sita
devotees,
Nam.
today
Happy Sita
in your
Ram.
phones, In your phones, I suggest you go to YouTube, type iskcon juhu live, iskcon juhu Mumbai live. You can watch Abhishek, Maha Abhishek at 11 o'clock. Maha Abhishek will be there at 11 o'clock, iskcon juhu live. Here I will show you how it happens very, very wonderfully. I will show you last year's. All of you able to, yes. You can see my screen.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So we are having a wonderful Abhishek ceremony, Maha Abhishek, Sita Navami celebrations. iskcon juhu, you should type like this, iskcon juhu live. That's it. You will get this link. This is a 2023. This is a last year's Sita Navami. Yeah. Like this, you all seeing this?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Right. So tomorrow we'll meet. Hare Krishna. We'll end here.